So here's a small example on how music and math have a lot in common, okay? So let's just take the C major scale, okay? So we're going to talk about it in terms of what's called degrees. Degrees are numbers, okay? So C represents the first degree, D is the second degree, E is the third degree, F is the fourth degree, G is the fifth, A is the sixth, B is the seventh, and back to C, which is the one. Okay. Now, in music, we have half steps and whole steps. Okay. So now we could augment or diminish each one of these degrees. So, like if I would say to you, in other words, what would be a sharp 4 in the key of C? I would immediately know it's F sharp. If I would say to you, what's a flat 7? I would immediately, you're diminishing it a half a step. I know it's B flat. If I say what's a flat 2, that's D flat. Okay, what's a flat 3? E flat. Sharp 5, G sharp, sharp, whatever it is. Sharp 7, okay, which is actually equal to 1. It's a trick question, okay, because you're going up a half step. Okay, so I could do that in a second because it's very mathematically hard because you have to do this at any key. Okay, so that's a way that you could test Tendie time. You could just, it's because it's really honestly, math has a lot to do. You see many times, you could use any example in math. When you're doing problem solving, you could use music is fine. You could use music as an example because all you're basically doing, which is very similar to algebra, is that you're exchanging your letters for numbers. You know what I mean? X is 1, Y is 2, whatever. Same thing with music. So if I would say to you, C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, okay? It's very similar to algebra. Now, I would say to you, mathematically, 4 equals 11, 6 equals 13, 2 equals 9, 1 equals 8. Okay, so this is all basic math. This would be stuff that I would ask Tendie time. You understand? So I would say to him, in the key of C, what's the 11? Now, mathematically, 4 is equal to 11. You know it's F. If I would say, what is the 13th in C? You immediately know it's A. What's a flat 13th? A flat. What's a sharp 11? F sharp. You should be able to do this very quickly. What's a sharp 9? Okay, which is going to be the D sharp or E flat. Okay, what is a flat 5? Okay, G flat. So again, this is very similar to algebra. All you're doing is you're using letters that are now equal to numbers, and you either augment or diminish them. So this would be a very good way to test Tendie time's IQ. Let's see how he does.